All right, folks, here we are. We did not win Tamriel together. Let me tell you who won. And I'll give you the link. I have to watch them. Dauntless Bananas. Never heard of them. Gold Leaf Acquisitions. Nomads of Nirn were runner-ups. Aetherius Art was well, congratulations to them for a runner-up. Museum, The Disenfranchised. We'll have to watch those later and see just what they thought was so fantastic about them. So here they are. Good morning, Jemima. It's snowing like nobody's business out there. Thankfully, I am inside. Good morning, Nywin. Unless you're in Aetherius Art, you probably didn't win the Tamriel Together contest, which is really depressing because I thought there's some amazing entries. But what you gonna do? Ah, did I just link Find a Grave? I think I just, yeah, ignore that. That was wrong. Why the hell did I link Find a Grave? Jeez, sorry guys. I meant this link. Find a Grave is a hobby of mine. I volunteer a lot of time to it. I didn't mean to link it to you folks though. Why does it sound like my windows are open? It's so loud out there. I only woke up a little bit ago, so you gotta give me a minute to just sort of brain up, because I don't have any brain right now. Well, that's a cheerful and a cheerful morning. Good morning to us all, right? Hey, you all lost Tamriel Together, except for these people. But, you know, I gotta go watch them. I don't know. For all I know, they're freaking amazing, right? What was I doing? Southern Elsewhere. That's it. They could all be fan-frickin-tastic. This is kind of an obnoxious thing to say, but happy Monday. I know, Mondays aren't usually happy. But as my father likes to say, it's better than the alternative, which is, you know, not waking up on them at all. Right? Hope you are all well. We do have plenty of houses to look at today. Plenty. Lots of people asking for tours. And I have to look at those. And then we have just a bunch already. Hi, Cyber Queen. To look at. I did not do my stream last night. I was really messed up. Physically, I'm not doing good. Yeah, that's true. Things to be happy about. Sort of. I don't know. I've never been a huge Christmas fan, but yeah. Yay. Although, honestly, like, because of it being what it is, pretty much my entire family on both sides seems to have canceled Christmas. Like, nobody's buying anything. I have a feeling that sales this year are going to be just painfully bad, because I think a lot of people are putting off celebrating until, like, sometime next year, post vaccine, if it happens at all. All right, let's do this next. But luckily, it looks like we're looking at, like, maybe, hello Orlani, beginning of I have noms to eat those days. We're looking at the beginning of By the way, this is 3. Hold on. We'll do a big one. We'll do Loomy Tunes, Grand Psijic. What was I saying? I was saying something important. I totally lost it. It's too early in the morning. I don't have enough coffee. I lost it. It's gone. Poof. Do you guys remember what I was saying? Because I don't. I was going to make a cupcake table for J-Heart's contest for the feast. Just don't have it in me. Don't have the energy. Haven't been well. All right. 594 items. Hello, babe. Where you been, girl? Missed you. Always nice to see you. I lost my train of thought. Yeah. Well, there's theoretically my husband went shopping yesterday, so he bought a bunch of noms for us for that day. We haven't worked on them. Oh, okay. Well, you know, priorities. It's important. It's important to kill the people. I get it. I've been thinking a lot about playing new games. Hi, squeeze me. I've been thinking a lot about what games I would do personally. If I started on another game. I'm not saying I'm giving up ESO, but, you know, if I were to play another game, it seems to me more than likely I would probably just end up doing Skyrim again, because now that I'm all into trying to pay attention to lore. No, I understand. That's a really nice arrangement there. Oh, thank you, Frigo. But, you know, I have brain fog. It's part of what all's going on with me, with my illness. The brain. You know, it's been kind of depressing because I'm working on, let me turn off those things. I've been working on Mississippi for work. Hi, Ruins. And Mississippi is depressing. Like, really, really depressing. This is beautiful, though. I'm really glad that they invested. Thanks so much for the follow. I really, I'm a fan of this big blue tree. Unfortunately, it's crown only, but look at the centerpiece it makes. Isn't it beautiful, this cobalt tree? I wish it wasn't only crown. Okay, bye, MDM. Have a good one. Oh, somebody who pays attention to color theory. We've got the orange right next to the blue. Those you can make, though, these blue cobalt ones. You can make those. You don't have to buy those from the crown store. Isn't it, though? It just kills me that certain trees are hidden behind that kind of thing. Also, great choice with the cypress there. Growing off the side of the wall mountains, because they kind of do that. Also, they paid for willows. This person really cares about what trees they're picking. This is all very, very deliberate. Those are fabricant trees. These are fabricant trees. I really like the choice of the topiaries being in pots. Lots of ginkgos over there. Very nicely done. Oh, I think we did cypress over here too. Climbing out of the side of the mountains. Somebody knows a little bit about wow, they added more waterfalls. Somebody knows a bit about trees, I think. The proximity tools. Do you mean the ones that go, the actions, the ones that go off when somebody is nearby? Oh yeah, it is a lovely tree. The ones that turn off and turn on objects when you come near to them, excuse me? Is that which one you mean, or something else? Hey. Oh, museum. Because there's several different things that I would call that. Unless you mean something else. For example, would you call it these? These guys that turn off, turn on when in range? Oh yeah, I'm absolutely gonna do a video on them. Absolutely. I was in fact going to do it yesterday, and then I just sort of dumbed out. I did one, babe, but yours will probably be better. Which antiquity? Which one do you mean? There's so many in here. This building? This one? You know what? As with anything like the greenhouse or this, it's limited. It's limited, and the reason why is there's only one entrance. So if you wanted to put a bunch of them together to make some sort of structure like a house or something, you can't. Unless it's an existing house and you sink it back enough to put it in the front door so that you can walk in the front door and the back doesn't bother it. But you get my idea. It's really hard. It's limited because of that choice on the design team part of making it enclosed. And it's the same problem with the greenhouse. The greenhouse is enclosed on all sides. So you go in one side, you can't really turn it into a structure of a bunch of them together. The only way you can do that, yeah. Right. This is like a spooky part of the museum. Good morning, Samo. Samo, we're cool. It was just me. Somebody sent me some messages saying that they really didn't want to read about politics and that I shouldn't really do that. And I had responded to you with articles and stuff like that. And so I just decided to just delete the whole thing. You didn't upset me at all. What it is that, you know, some people are really kind of over it. Those are toilets. Nicely done. The kind of toilet I have not seen before. And I decided that it's probably for the best if I stay away from it. So it's not you so much as it was, I just went nuts. So don't worry about it. You're fine. We're cool. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, no, it's exhausting for everyone, I think. I think we're all exhausted. That's interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But yeah, I've decided that I don't want to deal with it anymore, so I'm sort of just not talking about it at this point. I think it's exhausting. I think we're all freaking tired. But we're cool. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not sure what... Yeah, the drapes are so different, right? I actually kind of like these as displays as opposed to anything else. They work. Usually I don't know what to do with my crystals, but they kind of work as a display, don't they? Whee! Splat. I do like the museum look. It works for this house. You really gotta admit it. Oh, smart place to put all the trophy heads. I don't have enough trophy heads to do this. Mine would be like, I'd have like 2. It would be pretty embarrassing. So it's a home, and I like it. It's a home with museum touches. And a dragon sitting on a tord, which, you'd think I'd seen, hey, Nysterish, more of dragons on hordes, but I actually haven't. All right, so the first one we'll look at, I got a request from 3Alina. 3Alina, you on? I can hold off on yours until I see if you're on or not. And we can do yours last unless you're here. Okay. Tour requests. Okay. Observatory Prior was the 9th. I know I've been there since one. But let's double check just in case. Yeah, I went. Okay, cool. Oh, you're here. Good. Then let's do your Black Vine Villa. Thank you for asking me. And now off we go to your Black Vine Villa. So, I know you're going to be shocked, but werewolves are still broken. They said, we're working on a plan to provide to roll out proper fix for the missing skill points. Until then, you should be able to morph any skills without them unmorphing, as that fix has gone out to all platforms. Still broked. Yeah, they fixed that part of it. Fixed. But the not having proper skill points is... People are like doubting that they're ever going to get them. They think that Zoss is lying. See, what did I tell you folks about getting lots of these off of the vendor this past weekend? Doesn't that look phenomenal? Doesn't that look gorgeous? With it crawling all across the... You totally... Yes, that looks fantastic. And what a great mix with the blue vines. I think that was really wise. I think that looks really good. And then the regular weird flowers. Look at the blue plants. Oh, pretty. Smart. Schmart. Hey, Raven. And look at them over here, too. You know, they look really, really good. I think I look forward to seeing them in lots of houses. I think they're going to be gorgeous. I'm not feeling very awake, and yet I still can squee over flowers. Okay. Hello, Mr. Birodar. He went to the library a month ago. He's very proud. Kitty needs a refill. Kitty is out of food. I feel like he's not really studying as much as he's selling. Maybe he's selling things. Yeah, they really did a great job on the outside. I also like the plates on the walls, especially these plates. They're very uncommon. I don't see people using those particular high elf plates very often. And I like that they use something different. I mean, they could fight with the griffin and get what the griffin's eating. But I have a feeling a griffin could kick a cat's ass, just being honest. They've got big claws. Do you have big claws, mister? Yes, look at those claws. And then multiple snow print seats. And then here's the bedroom. Maybe it is a research house only. What is the deal? Is it a research house, or is he selling stuff? Or is it a combination? I'm curious. I actually don't have an answer for this, but it's lovely. Kitty, come steal this food. Nicely done. I like it. He could be selling lights. I heard somebody in chat asking exactly how many of those flowers is too many to buy. And someone else answered non-jokingly 100. Oh, okay. It does look good. Sometimes I read too far into things. All right, 598. It's got a tactical AFK. No effects, it looks like. Crafting and chickens. Oh yeah, potatoes open. If you haven't entered, exclamation point potato for PCNA, PCEU 50,000 gold giveaway. All right. Ah, you broke it. You broke the rule. I kid. He's honest. I'm sure one is coming. I mean, they're just gonna keep reskinning those guests until they've got them all for you. Ooh, do I have enough foods? Yeah. So this looks like a an inn? I'm guessing though. I could be wrong. What's downstairs? Crafting. Okay. You can take my stuff. Oh, botany. Somebody's growing plants in the basement, right next to their alchemy. Very smart. It's with the lighting being that color, it almost reminds me of what's that water? Mm. The inside things with the lights that people do. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, they're more interesting because they actually do it, whereas I tend to tour it. I give them credit. I haven't wanted to really do it for a while now. Another forge. AV especially is super nice. I don't know cryo kitten. Wonder if this is an entry for a crafting house, because I know there's a couple of them going on right now for different guilds. I know, I saw that, Samo. Good for you. I saw that you posted your first one, I think, in DDA. And then, this seems like a living space. Let's see what's in the driveway. Nicely flowered. Oh, more plants. What did you do up here? Oh, this is just a nice way to view the rest. You know, for an area that isn't really here, check out the detail they actually bothered to put into the house. Like, out into the houses out here. I mean, technically you're not even going to see this if you're just in the backyard. There's really, you're not going to see this detail. But look, they have flowers. They bothered to put in like the stuff in the lean-to over there. baskets laying over there. There's a rake leaning up against something. It's interesting that Zos went to the trouble. There's even a chicken coop down there. To put these items in there when technically, if you didn't build it up, which most people wouldn't, you're never even going to see that. The most you'll see is the walls. Very interesting to me. And here's another chicken coop. Chicken coop. What do you see when you're out here for without any height is the tops of the buildings. So it's really strange to me that, although it's clear that Tactical put that tree out there, because there wouldn't be that tree out there. It's just interesting. Nice job, Tactical. I like what you've done here. The scalloped gardens, etc. Butterflies, all those things. Just weird that Zos did that. Let's go to Kawi Crocodile's Ritual and Moot, hakkvild. And then we'll go over to EU. This is Gardner House in Weybrast. It's got a little driveway. I don't own it yet, honestly. One of the few houses that I do not own. Haven't had any ideas for it. Oh, what have you done? 700 out of 700. An interesting. What's going on here with the weird flowers leading us places? I guess that's closing it off. Well, there you go. Another idea of what to do with them. You can make them into a curtain. And I'm assuming this is the way he Kawi indicated which way to go. So you don't take the other entrance exits. Hakkvild has the weirdest entering. Oh, whoa! Weirdest entrance. Blue and red in, like, seriously blue and red here. I wonder. Yes, this is the way. Wait, am I supposed to be able to get in there? Let's see if I can figure out how, if that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, it looks like I was. It's pretty easy to get in if it wasn't. What on earth? There are some really interesting combinations here. Like the body floating over the tomb, and then they put the snot on top of the dragon skull, and I think the whole thing's like it's on acid. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It's kind of fascinating. I'm not going to try to read meaning into this because honestly, I'm not sure if I even could. I would love to know the story behind it. Dragon offerings, you think? I have no idea. It's wild, though. Interesting. Definitely thought behind it. Hey, Lost to Know. Alright. Whoa. Was doing better last night than I've been. So that's good. Flowers and pretty trees. What a difference between that weird, kind of evil looking area to this beautiful floral area. Isn't that crazy? Corundum, hello. I looked at one of your houses yesterday. Your racetrack. I liked it. I liked the jumpy horses. I thought it was a super clever idea. All right, what's up in here? Those are the mid-year mayhem bowls of blood. They are, after you've done mid-year mayhem, they're unlocked on the holiday vendor. Yeah, holiday vendor. And when you turn them off, they look like just a bowl of blood. Or punch. You can make them be tomato soup if you wanted. But when you turn them on, they have those glowing red beams. That's what they look like. So, that's that. You're welcome. I'm just confused. So this should be the Moot portion, right? Because, what on earth? Okay, I'm lost. I like Kawi. I've seen plenty of Kawi's stuff. Yeah. But this is just, I'm not really sure. You know, what's weird is that when I first went, they were working fine. It's only when I tried to show them on the stream that they started not working. I wonder if it's random, like it's screwed up sometimes and not others, because the first time I went, it looked perfect. You know, that would be really uncomfortable seat. You'd be getting just pelted with water the whole time you're there. I see. You've got different thrones for different leaders. I wonder if this is like Mayormer or Argonian, somebody who likes to be wet all the time. Now, if that sword falls, that's unpleasant. I see, I see. Now I get it. Definitely see the Moot aspect now. What's up with the roof? Is that just to get the lighting the way that they wanted it to, or is there a way to get up there? I don't know what's going on. There's definitely a way to get there, but couldn't tell you how. There's stairways across. Yeah, I had the same problem with my designated, but he came back with one. He found a small one, which is fine. But no, nobody plans ahead of time like I asked, yeah. Just take the entrance in the archway. Ham is good anyway. Is it a spiral ham? Oh, derp. You can tell how often I've been to this house that I actually didn't know that. All right, I am just overwhelmed by how much is here. It's cool, but spiral hams are good. Definitely a lot going on, right? All right, let's see. We'll hit a favorite up, and then we'll go to EU. I saw that. I I don't know why I selected that, because that's weird. And then this one I have an in. And then we'll go to Winter Watch of Vivian Shadowed. See, that's the thing. The frosting in the fridge just does not seem to work. My husband swears by it too, but I think I'm personally not. I just don't feel like it goes fast enough. It never seems to be, like, I've never seen it finish defrosting in the fridge. Or anything to finish defrosting in the fridge. Look at the little eyeballs they put in that statue. So this is $3.99 out of 400. This is Mournoth. This is Vivian Shadowed. This is one of those homes that I marked down because I hadn't toured them with you guys, I think. That's why I did it. And I was saving ones that had enough items in them to make them worthwhile. Let's go. Very floral for a Mournoth for sure. That's funny. That's funny. I know, my husband and I need to get on top of that. We haven't done that yet. Bathtub. Kitchen. Lots of items, because this isn't just kitchen. This is also leather. There's so much going on. Oh, a freezer. Freezers are always fun. Melissa Bosmer lives here. Not really sure why there's dead bodies in the freezer, but you know. Hey, Six. Everything seemed so normal until then. Yeah. I would love to go up to deliver food to my mother-in-law, but given her health issues and my health issues and Rona, we're not going to do it. Besides, she's like 2 hours north, so it doesn't make much sense to do that for us. 4-hour trip round. Very cozy home. All right, we're gonna head over to EU. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna flip out like a ninja. Arena of Doom. Oh, see, that's not bad at all. It stopped snowing. People are just so clueless. They really are. People are just not. Yeah. People are just not all there. I don't get it. For those of you who have not seen, here are the winners. Tamriel together. It's kind of amazing to me that a poster won, that posters won over, you know, some of the videos that I saw. I think that's kind of bullshit, but whatever. Yes, I'm happy for them. Good for them. But Aetherius didn't just do a poster, they did a video. I know. Which was the Avengers one? The Dauntless Bananas? I haven't watched it yet. Well, good for him. At least we're not going to die from it. I'll be right back. Theoretically, I might have work today, but in reality, I have no idea. All right, let's head over to a rando, and then we'll start looking at maybe anything else. We'll see. We'll do Shamaron's Phedre's Patio. Sugar Bowl. Sugar Bowl! Man, I'm so predictable, aren't I? Today is the 24th. You have 1 day left for J Hart's Fantastic Foods. Feasts, rather. Then the 28th, Markarth Home Goods. And 29th, Aetherius Time Machine. Guild only. 27th, DDA. Celebrations and Feasts. It's not really a contest, it's a showcase. 11:30, Housing's Finest Builders is Ruins. And 11:30, Aether Realm Workshop Hobby Studio. Whoa! This does not look... Oh, this is freaking genius wild. Check this out. This is Sugar Bowl. It's hard to really get a good sense of what's going on, except it definitely does not look like you're in a single room. Good morning, Torber. This is wild. Yes, thank you. Thank you for doing that, because if you didn't, I was gonna. Wow. Wild. I'm alright. It's snowing. I'm not a fan. Silent Hill, guys. Really hard to watch sometimes, but for the most part, really fascinating. And if you watch Torpor's stream, a lot of times we kind of try to figure things out, like what's going on. Baron the Grey, Still Waters. Yeah, we have snow. I'm in Wisconsin. Take it. Take all of it. Take it all. Me no want. How you doing, Torber? You're in Virginia? You're waiting? Take it all. Okay. So, did you finish the one tonight? I mean, did you finish the one last night? The happy ending? I do not have permission to visit that house. Alright. So be it. Cyber Queen's on, so let's go to her Trubmore Pyramid. Why would you want a bad ending? Those are depressing. There's one really interesting thing about that game that I haven't mentioned to you. The lead guy has the most interesting color eyes. It's like impossible to look at him and not like focus on his eyes because they're so oddly colored. Colorado gets it bad, man. They really do. All right, 558. No effects. And we are in Cyber Queens, Lakemire, Zanmia. Hi, Kikabasha. Really? Interesting. But he's got these wild eyes. So complex. Wow, you closed off the entire top. Thank you for doing that, because I think it's really kind of confusing to have. Oh, wow, you've added a lot. Please, please, all of you. I have more than enough. Come take them. Nicely done second floor here thing. What would you call this? A patio? No, I don't know what to call it. Neat is what I call it. Oh, wow, you made it into a museum. That looks fantastic. It's a natural history museum, too. Wow, that's genius. I'm never done with summer. This has got to be one of my favorite uses of this house ever. Honestly. I really like it. I like the fact that it's not just a museum. You specifically made a natural history museum. And that's different. And I always dig things that are different. I'm really impressed. Also, give me all your noms. All of them. Feed me. It looks fantastic. It really does. I'm not kidding. It looks wonderful. And it isn't just a museum. It's different. It is a natural history museum. That looks great, by the way. Really good. I don't know how you watch all the depressing endings. They would just mess me up. I would be sad. I would only want the good endings. So this poor person in there. Dead bodies. But, you know, natural history makes sense. That looks great. The way you aligned that looks great. That piece usually is so confused. Like, what the hell am I going to do with this other than lay it on the ground? But you did something fantastic with it. That looks so good. Really, really good. I got one. I sold it for like, I got the ornate, the purple ornate royal, there's two, and Corundum wanted to buy it from me, but it sold before that. ESO fashion divider. Hold on, I'll tell you which one I have. That's true, but I don't like it when no one wins. I got the Dwarven Divider Ornate Polished dropped for me. And that one is purple. The other one I got, the other divider I got was blue, but that's the purple one. Hey, Kikabash. So that's the one I got that dropped. Now, sorry about the noise. They're doing trash collection in the snow. So, I mean, I'm just double checking to see I don't have work. I would be very surprised if I heard from my boss suddenly and I'd have work. Okay. On, you know, this week of all weeks. Anyway, that's the one I got. So I don't know. I mean, what I do is, in addition to doing the dailies, which often send me, oh, that looks really good too. That often send me into those areas that things drop. I love that she closed off the basement too. This is perfection. Chef's kiss. Perfect. It's a great house and I hope it wins contests. Oh, forget it. The corner shelves, I'm pooping them out. Oh, okay, Samos, have a good one. Like I can't stop getting the shelves. It's pretty funny. Propertie de Raidelorn, Dark Wolf, Earthtear. But what I would say is, if you do not just the quest line, but once you finish the doing the dailies for the day, what I do is I do one Betharzel, and I do one for Neshwanzel, and then the last thing I would suggest is open the ones that are outside. So, you know, if you walk to Betharzel or if you walk to Neshwanzel, there's these, and especially by the library, out front, there are little groupings of pots and chests and stuff. Open those. I've found the best stuff that I've found has been from right outside of the instance itself. I don't know why, but that has been the case. Dead cat. People put their dead cats on backwards. No, you're sad. Yeah, it's just, I don't know why, but like consistently I get better stuff from that. I don't know if because maybe it's on a different loot table or something. No, don't. They're going to drop in price anyway. You know that. So this is cozy and beautiful. It's like it's in a jungle. jungle Earthtear. Where? Outside? Like, right outside the instances? That's why I drive to them as opposed to just porting in usually to somebody else in there, is because I find so much stuff when I drive to them instead. So maybe my notification, my observation isn't that off. Very, very jungly. Oh look, it's a hidden treasure. In fact, I was thinking that last night. I was going to say to you guys that was what I had noticed, and that I was thinking maybe you all should try it too. But, you know, RNG is just RNG, right? It's like, you never know. You never know if you're just imagining it or not. But it's worth a shot, right? What is this? Look at this. It's like a golden temple. I'm gonna about like a ninja. So that must be the one portal. I don't know if it goes to the front or to some other house, but I'm not going to test it. Oh, wow. Right? Oh, and they built an entire house up here. What is this house? Oh, it's a bedroom. And an office. I wonder if this is Phedre's office. It must be. Who else lives here, right? I mean, I've seen people say some pretty crazy stuff about RNG. Like, oh no, they dropped the drop rate of this or that. I just don't think they do that. I think sometimes you just get screwed by RNG. I really don't think that they're messing with drop rates, especially when somebody else tells you, oh, really? Because I got like 2 of those this morning, right? It's like, sometimes you're just not lucky. But in this case, I mean, it's logically possible that they have a different loot table for inside versus outside the instance, right? So that to me makes some sense. Whereas usually the ones I kind of blow off are the ones that say, oh, they dropped the drop rate of writs or something. It's like, really? I don't think so. Maybe, I don't know. I know that there is the loot locking. If you loot lock, you can get loot locked from porting into certain number of delves, but it's not consistent. So like, you can sometimes port into a delve and have everything there, and then the second one you port into will have like half of the stuff there, and then the third one you port into will either have like every 6th thing is there or nothing. And that to me is loot locking, which isn't the same as RNG. When the boxes are just all empty for no good reason. And sometimes they do it on the first port into someplace, which is insane. It's just, I guess it's a kind of RNG, but it pisses me off, and then I'll leave and I'll come back later. Right, exactly. It's a different story. This is very jungly and neat. I like the aesthetic. Good job, Dark Wolf. I get the story with Phedre involved. It seems like she's put up a temporary camp, which while she stays here to explore, and it seems like she likes it better than she had thought, and she's sticking around a little longer. I don't know about that. I mean, that could just be luck. Who knows? Dirtbowmancer Bastion. I love that name. Dirtbowmaster. Also, I think that that really, I found almost nothing of any value that drops from the reach kind of places like Gloomreach or, what's the other one? Briar Rock. They're almost not worth doing. 629, we're full, almost. Snacks on a pole. And I see we have interesting combinations of antiquities. Itchy nose. I don't know, it's been an ongoing theory. Plenty of people have tested it. There's been loot lock, stuff like that. Yeah, I guess that makes sense that you got that from there, because it's a reach. The pergola is a reach recipe, but they have so much less good stuff, don't you think? Now, what's going on in here? That's an interesting look. Have the Raidelorn stuff hovering like that. Maybe like a rite or some sort of ritual. Nom dog. Lots of hovering things. I'm curious. Unfill? Didn't know you could do that. Shows you what I know. Oh wow, they built a lot of stuff. Let's go look up here first. I still want that. Still don't have that. I gotta drag some people who are always looking for stuff to do to go make me do things. What is this? What? One of the nice things about this house is there's so much space to build. In all of the houses that I've seen people build down to the lava. I've seen people build, you know, on that little floaty island over there. This may be the first time I've seen anyone build anything significant over here. But you can. That's the point. You can. There's nice little putting the crystal in that. So, hold on. Somebody wants to get in. Are you trying to get in here? Yeah, you can come in. Yeah, you can come in. Come on, Van Gogh. What? Wah. 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 Here. What? What? What is it? This is Van Gogh. My old guy. He is an old man. He is 15 years old. Why did you want to come in? You never want to come in. What do you want? You want to be on my lap? No? You just want to be difficult and walk around on my keyboard? No? What do you want? What do you want, old man? Sherry does not like Van Gogh. Sometimes he comes and... Well then, why'd you want to come in, you little weirdo? Ugh, hold on. Ma! 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 Oh! Make up your mind. Goof nut. Windows, doors open if you want to come in, you little weirdo. Right? Every cat on the wrong side of every door. I don't know what he wants. The only reason why I don't have that door fully open is because my husband is taking a shower, and I don't think you guys want to see Mr. Potato naked. Or at least I don't want you to see Mr. Potato naked. He's a talker. He's definitely a talker. He doesn't like the other cat. You're a brat. He doesn't like the other cat. She just is very, brats. You're all brats. She's very young, and all she ever wants to do is play. And her idea of playing is jumping and hunting on top and like trying to beat him up. Like she'll try to jump on him while he's eating. She'll tack his tail. She doesn't like him when he tries to go down to the bathroom. She'll try to block him on the steps, and she's just a real bitch, to be honest with you. And she's 3, right? So she's a pain, and she's so mean to him. And he's old. He's like, I'm 15. Leave me alone. I've had a hard life. I just want to sleep, right? He just wants to sleep. And so sometimes he'll, like, when he's crying like that, it's because she's harassing him. And he'll come and find one of us and just will, like, hide behind us. And we have to, like, sort of get Sherry to reconsider what she's doing. It's true. It's true. He's an old man. It was a bad decision on my part. I've had young cats before, but I've never had a young cat that is this energetic. So what my husband did just recently is he found a toy that every so often it turns itself on, and it's under a tent, and it basically spins and pokes the tent and makes the tent make noises and stuff. And then she'll go nuts for it, and she'll attack that. And so she's been better about ignoring Van Gogh and letting Van Gogh sleep, which is all he wants to do. And that works out. But so that's been better. But she wants a playmate so bad, and not gonna get it with him. He doesn't. I feel really bad because him and Grant, they weren't like buddies or anything, but they got along fine. Like, they ignored each other, pretty much. Never had any trouble with one another. And so I assumed that these two would just ignore each other. But they don't, because no matter what, she doesn't. Well, that's interesting. She does not want to give up on the idea. See, this is what I'm talking about. You have to bury this building into there in order to use it. No matter what he does, she doesn't want to give up on the idea of playing with him. She wants to play with him. It's not like mean. She's not biting him or anything. It's just she wants to play. This is a lovely little home. Derpomancer, I don't think you're derpy. I think everything you've done in here is quite nice. I see no derp. Custom Cyril. Oh, no, that's a work in progress. Oh dear, Hall Owner Champion. Freihafen Tamriels. I don't know what Freihafen means. Do you guys know? I'm probably murdering the word. Freeport. Tamriels Freeport. I don't know what a Freeport is in this situation. Ooh, this is going to be interesting, isn't it? I miss Grant so much. Grant was such an easier cat. What are you selling me, lady? Yeah, maybe. Look at the little shops right at the beginning. Oh, I love it. It's like a little town. It's true. It's all she wants to do is play. She doesn't snuggle at all. She is not a cuddler. She's affectionate, so like if you go and you pet her, she likes it. She'll start licking you because she's a licker. She doesn't like. I'm not a big fan of being licked, but like if you pet her, she will start licking you. That's her like favorite thing to do. She's affectionate. She is not a cuddly cat. She can't sit still long enough to be a cuddly cat. She wants to play all the time. Hey, Dara. Yep. Never have snuggled with her. I have tried. I can't get her to snuggle. She sleeps on the, oh, look at the poles over there. She sleeps on the, oh, look at the tool hanging. She sleeps on the couch edge of the couch so she can look outside. And if she ever hears a bird or animals outside, she leaps awake and starts, you know, hunting them or whatever. She's not a good fit. But what are we going to do? We're not going to give her back, right? We're both, I was saying to my husband yesterday, I'm starting to adjust to who she is on her terms instead of what I wanted. And I think that's good for me to figure out, to learn how to accept her for who she is, even though it's different than what I had planned or wanted. I think that's a good thing to learn. So maybe she's good for me in that sense. Because I am starting to like her. She's cute. She plays a lot. Look at this second floor. Watching her play can be fun. It's a free port. I'm not sure what, in this case, a free port means, but it could be a pirate or outlaw refuge. I have a feeling it's literally just what somebody else said, which was Azalea Stone said, a port with no taxes. I think she might be right. It's very complicated, and I kind of like that. Well, I didn't go upstairs here because there was so much to it. I was like, I'll go to do the other side first. But look at all this. There's so much. I like the laundry hanging across. Very realistic. Bedroom. Windows. There's no way they could have gone in and done another separate room. Is there? I mean, because this whole thing seems so full. I was going to say it really seems full. It's almost like where a preacher would be preaching, right? And people are sitting there watching. Storage. This is probably like a sewer entrance, right? Where the homeless live. How sad is that? Yeah, I think every other entrance is blocked off rightfully because this is just too complicated otherwise. Really, really amazing. Yeah, I noticed. But they don't really know what that statue stands for, so it's hard to say. I would, if I had to guess, which I'm different, I suppose, than most, I would guess that it is Vermina, because Vermina has the snakes and everything, but that's just me, maybe. Alright. Really amazing house, by the way. That was really cool. Let's do headshots. Antiquarian. Yeah, it's excellent. It's excellent. It's very full, but not suffocatingly so. So that was really good. still haven't heard from my boss. They say, I mean, you can, they don't really, doesn't Nocturnal usually have crows around her, though? Whereas Vermina, let me show you what I mean. There is a Vermina statue. Here. Well, I mean, that's possible. What do I know? That's Vermina. With the mask, obviously. But she's also got the snacks. But that was why I always kind of felt like it was Vermina because of the snacks. But what do I know? Alright, 600 to 600, we're full. Carbon neutral. Headshots. House, carbon neutral. That's an interesting... I wonder how many slots they use to do that. That lining of the streets. Yeah, but, you know, it could be anything. I mean, even they didn't agree. Like, if you remember, even the Thieves Guild people didn't agree on who it was. They all had different theories. So, it could be anything. It could be nothing. Sometimes I think we read a lot of things into stuff that really there's no thought given to. Right? And over here we have all sorts of machinery. This guy's teaching. Storage. Yeah, the Lady in the Cistern. That's probably the best the best name for the statue there is. Because no one knows. Bedroom? Hey, Sister Galena. Okay then, lady. I like that the bottles are laying on their side. What's interesting is that it's always fascinating to me to see who breaks up the house and who doesn't. This is at full, so I'm telling you there's got to be something in the backyard that is absolutely enormous, or at least very complex. And there's also an extra room added on that bottom. Let's go check that out. They added an extra wall back here. And this is the kitchen dining room. Okay, so let's go see what's out back. Shall we? Trees. Maybe it is just trees. Some antiquities. A crafting area. A dead cat. Sadness. I don't know who sleeps here, but I feel sorry for them. They need a lot of blankets. This is wild. I don't know where their slots went. I mean, I could see it being at like 400, but... Oh, you know where their slots went? Those path markers in the front, now that I think about it. I think they spent a lot of money on, a lot of slots on these. See them? Each one of these is a slot. That's what they went with. See, I would have used the rocks in Eleanor, because it would take up a lot of space otherwise that you could use in slots. But I get it. I like the aesthetic too, so I don't blame you. But it's a slot eater. Hercules! Goronir Lothlorien. It is. It's beautifully... especially the beginning. The front is lovely. Oh, pretty. Wow. This is Goronir. Holy smokes. What have you done? Wow. What a first impression, right? Totally like mind-blowing first impression. Also, nice job with the bridge. Looking good there. River going by. They're using the flowers, the new flowers, which I think looks great. Ah, they're using that upside down tree I love so much for its texture. It almost looks like coral to me. Beautiful. Oh, look at that pathway. Isn't that amazing? Hey, Bee. Check out this this pathway. Can you even believe it? I know, I know. Well, I think we all wish we could use mounts. That's so cool. I'm floored. This is so beautiful. It really is. Wow. Is right. Look at the chairs. Hercules, you've done an amazing job. I'll come back down and go up there in a minute, but... Oh! They're here! And they have a weird hat on. How did they have that head on? Weird. You're gonna do it again, aren't you? Torber. You cracked me up. Where'd it go? I have to do the thing. That's okay. Yeah, you do. I was there yesterday watching with you for a little while. Since it's Thanksgiving, we're gonna do the pumpkin pie again. The pumpkin pie was a big hit yesterday. So we'll go with it again. Up we go. Look at this pathway. I now want to make every pathway this way. Oh wow, they bought a whole bunch of those trees just to make this floor out of it. I thought about doing that at some point and realized that it would have cost me a fortune. Yep. I check out Torber practically every night. Whenever I see him on. I enjoy his streams. This is crazy. Beautiful and crazy. The edging are all those achievement item trees. You see these handfast trees. You see they made them into... gosh, sometimes I think EU has us... They just have this different aesthetic entirely, and it makes me slightly jealous. How do I... Beautiful. Look at that back. Now that I'm looking at it a little more closely, you see how it's all framed so nicely? It's true. I really do. I do enjoy your streams. You have a very gentle manner, a gentle voice. like the good endings. The sad endings are sad. Sad endings are sad. I'm smart. Alright. I think I've seen it all, but this is just so beautiful. You know, frankly, you could watch anybody playing games. Turkale, hello! You really can watch anybody playing games. And there's enough people playing each game that you don't really have to stick to one person. Let's do Nywin's Flaming Eggs. But there's something about the personalities. I'm a pie, obviously. I thought you all knew I was a pie. I was a pie yesterday. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. But there's something about streamers that, like, you know within a few moments of watching them whether or not, you know within a few moments whether or not you're going to actually enjoy that streamer. The other day I was watching a bunch of different people doing Death Stranding. And everybody who streams, please feel free to do what B just did and make use of that. I don't often think of it, so please do use shoutouts for yourselves. And this is yet another Nywin lovely traditional apartment. Look at how that Nywin sticks to. This is not easy, by the way. Sticks to the proper style. All dark elf. Look at all the dark elf. It is. But what I'm getting at is there's a lot of people playing Death Stranding right now, right? But it depends within the first few minutes whether or not you feel like you're going to connect with that streamer enough that you'd want to stay watching. Because I could watch, 10 different people. This is the Augur of the Obscure. It's part of a quest in Somerset. But yes, all of this is very specifically dark elf. Nywin sticks to like sort of a story, kind of very. It's not easy to go traditional. It has its own challenges. Cliffshade, Primum Miltus, Montes, okay, don't know. Can't go. What was I saying? Yeah. So, walking Spanish, bouldertree. What was I saying? And I think that's, once you realize that you're going to enjoy someone. And that's the thing about the same author, the same director / game maker who did Death Stranding is the one who does Silent Hill. And Silent Hill, at least in the ones that Torber's been playing through, deals heavily in grief, loss, shame, regret, self-anguish kind of thing. This is beautifully gardened. Oh, I think we have another treehouse. Beautiful. No, he made... Oh, he was well, he made PT, I guess. And didn't he help on at least one of them? I thought he helped at least make it more cinematic almost. I want to say he worked on some of them. Not fully in charge, but this is going to drive me nuts. I have to now look. Silent Hill. Well, we'll go with PT. That way I can... Playable trailer so that I can... Kojima. Kojima. Hideo Kojima. In mid-2012, Kojima had been connected to the Silent Hill series. When was it? I know he did PT. I guess I'm wrong, maybe? Book of Memories? He didn't do Book of Memories. Yeah, you're right. It's all prior to. Okay. Aw, see you later, Ollie. Yeah, I did watch PT. It is a trip. But he does have the same sort of aesthetic, I guess. No. I'm wrong. I mean, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I like to admit that. I don't want to be spreading misinformation, so I appreciate being corrected. I guess I had thought that he was involved prior to PT, but he wasn't. Look at this treehouse. Could you imagine living in a treehouse like this? But it's interesting. Oh, wow. Look at that. I'm totally stealing this idea. That looks fantastic. Could you imagine, though, doing, I don't know, what was I saying? I'm like, I can't get through. I got distracted. It's weird to me, though, that the Silent Hills are dealing with such heavy topics, and then he makes Death Stranding, which is also dealing with a heavy topic, right? Albeit a slightly different one. I guess you can't get up there? Can't get up to the second... No, they closed it off. No, I realize you play other things. I'm just fascinated by Silent Hill because it's dealing with the new... For me, it's very interesting because I was writing a book. Oh, look at that tea table! I was writing a book about grief and loss in the context of the Civil War. So grief and loss and how it manifests is just... Look at that book nook. Oh, beautiful. Is of an interest to me beginning with, just in general. And seeing how somebody else tackles it is very interesting to me. Beautiful. This is stunning. Gorgeous. Excellent job. Where was the... Do I have any saved from with your to-do? I think the ones I have saved are all over on NA. Yeah, he said he was going to be doing Downpour next, which is the next one. But then after that, it's going to be Shamu or something. They were part of the flowers. The flowers you just saw were this last weekend's luxury items. So, if I'm thinking about the ones you're talking about, yes, they were last weekend's Lux items. I don't know what we're getting this weekend, but hopefully it's good. Hopefully. it was good. Who let the dogs out? Torber. That was terrible. Wasn't that terrible? That was terrible. I've not yet heard back from my boss. I know you're shocked. I'm wondering if we're never meeting again. That would be fantastic. I would love that. No more meeting. I'm going to try out that action stuff. To do it, I'm gonna do it offline though, so that I can learn it before I try to show it to you folks. Because I don't want to try to show you something that I don't know how to do properly. Yes, you can have my stuff. Exactly so. But some of them also represent grief and loss and struggles. Some is guilt. Some is I'm not going to bugger you, but I might bug you. Buggering you is an entirely different thing. One I don't think I could actually physically do. I'm a terrible person. We'll look at one more. No, I'm in agreement with you. Totally. Alright, let's go to Tiderium's Coldharbour. I agree with you, absolutely. That's totally how I feel about it. And I originally was writing a story about the Civil War, in the American Civil War, and at some point someone suggested I should make it a zombie story. So I started to make it into a zombie story, and then kind of got stuck at a point where I didn't know where to go from there. And that's when I kind of gave up, and I don't know why I gave up. I should still be trying. This is Tiderium 79. This is their Coldharbour. Look at how stunning this is. What a beautiful cave, right? Nice little temple up here. People can really design, I'll tell you that. It's always very impressive to me what people can do. And I do love how high up you can build in this house. So Saucy Jock sent me a message this morning saying, "Oh my god, you should go check out this house. It's a maze." And I'm like, have you ever met me? Like, why would you tell me to go check out a maze? You crazy person. Stabbies can't maze. Maybe Saucy's trying to get me to learn how to maze, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Beautiful cave, beautiful cave. And then we get to the sinister part of the cave. Everything's so beautiful and pretty, and then we get here. So cheerful. Ooh, that's a clever idea. Putting that down in the ground so that it's something you look down into. I don't understand how like half of this could have been so idyllic and peaceful and beautiful looking, and then the other half is murder and mayhem. But I think some of this appeals to some people and some of it appeals to others. You know what I mean? Sort of making everybody happy, I guess. Really, totally two different styles entirely. Wild. Where is it? I already closed it off. Okay. We'll do Serenity Falls. Cool. I did. I will. But I have not yet done it because I'm a terrible person and I went to sleep yesterday. I took a Vicodin and I wasn't feeling well. And I passed out. And then later that night, I took another one and I passed out again. But I do intend to stay awake today. Today is flip at 2 p.m. Eastern. So what that means is the traders flip over, and that's when I do all my shopping for the week. So this is Cook, and this is their Serenity Falls, and it's kind of wild. There's a lot going on in here. Look at this. Karakorum is the name. I don't know what that means. No, you're fine. I'm happy to go look. I'm in a place right now mentally. And I'm trying to get myself out of it. There's so much in here. Some people just love to just put everything they can in a house. And it's always so interesting to me to see where do they go with it, right? Did they make it... Well, here they have a crafting area. That makes sense. I love it how people tend to make... the barn is more dressed up than the house. Yes, pie is back by popular demand. The pie is back. Back again. Like, some people much prefer this side of the house. That door is cool. It's a trial door that you can only get through doing, I forget which trial, but I'm sure someone can tell me. It's an achievement item for, for whatever trial that is, that I cannot recall the name of. Sunspire. There you go. I'm just checking out this side and then we'll go to the stairs up. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything because there's 80 bajillion different areas. Okay. It's just so complicated. Huh. Wow, there's so much going on. I mean, I'm kind of astounded at how much is really going on. If you can get into a Sunspire group and finish the last boss, well, believe that's the way you get it. There's a reason why I don't have it. I don't know how people do homes like this. Like, I'm not complaining about it, but I don't know how people do them because they're so full and so like eclectic and almost crazy that I can't figure out how they figure where to put things. Like, I don't know how they do it. Like, it would never occur to me to put some of these things next to each other. And like you say, it's not that it's bad, it's just different, and it's so complicated. That's the word I'm looking for. That I never would have thought to do it. And there you go. Somebody... Ha! Look at the way they did that light. Maybe trial and error, maybe. I do like that light, though. The way that they made that in a holder. Alright. We got two more. One is the Laura 5's Daedric Shrine exorcised. Because we have not seen an exorcise today. You know, I just think as long as you have fun doing it, doesn't matter. And I don't always have fun doing my homes, so I give people credit who have fun with it. Sometimes for me it's difficult. You get impatient with it, says the guy who's played Silent Hills 80 bajillion times. I don't know how you manage to get impatient with it. This is a Daedric Shrine, by the way. You have so much patience. How could you get impatient with this? Building area. Bedroom. Look at how they've redone the entire cabin or cottage to be like entirely different stone, like boulders and shit. It really changes the look of it. And then we go up here. There's a pathway up, I think. I think. Yes, there's the shrine. And then you get a nice view. Okay, I think Laura put that all the way out there. I don't think that that gargoyle's out there, and I think normally, and I think they pushed it out there with EH2, which makes me like this house like 80 bajillion times better. It's just a cool little touch. Well, here's my suggestion for you. I would not go with Outcast. What I would do is I would go with Dots Gaming for their builds, because I find that Dots Gaming has better survivability for their builds. Sorry about the noise. Look at that. Little sneaky back here. It might be a bathtub. I think it's a toilet. All right, I won't be this anymore. I can have a turkey on my head though. Here, try to give you my turkey head. It just doesn't work right because it's just not big enough. Maybe if I sit back more. Here, there. Turkey on my head, sitting back more. All right. Yes, Nightblade. Dragon Knight, I found, was the hardest for me, but they ruined the pie. It's okay. We'll be the turkey. More things hidden back here. I don't mind being the turkey. Sorry about the noise. If you can hear it, I apologize. Alright. Exclamation point potato. PCNA, PCEU, because the last one we're going to look at today is the 6th Legion, House Lyrezi, Ebonheart. These are ones that I checked out a while ago to be able to make sure that they had enough items in them, but I didn't do anything beyond just check the item number. So. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, spooky house. I'm not trying to be suggestive. No effects. 548 items. Now, I remember seeing this and thinking, how the hell did they make those, without effects, make those flowers glow like that? How bright do those red flowers look, right? I'm still a little bit unsure of how they did it. It's just a normal flower, but there's something about them that makes them have a weird... And if you guys can answer this question, what backlight though? Where is it? And what color? That's what I want to know. It's a very unique lighting trick. I would love to know what light they used. I knew it was lighting, but I don't know what light they used. You think that light, that one up there, is brightening those? Which fire is that? Well, there's a lot of it. Oh, those are Daedric. That's got to be Daedric. I don't think it's Calanda, because then you'd have a more orange color. Yeah, those are definitely Daedric. Interesting. I am kind of fascinated by the way that they were able to do that. That's really kind of a technical feat. And then they grouped up some of these together. Well, it's a combination of things. On the one hand, it's trash pickup. On the other hand, they're picking up the snow. So, it's like multiple trucks doing things. It snowed quite a bit last night. But what's nice is my husband doesn't have to, he doesn't have to shovel. Because we're not going anywhere. Yeah, we have snow. Oh, I forgot to look at the rest of the outside. It snowed last night. It wasn't supposed to. It was supposed to be fairly warm this week. You know, as for winter goes. But this was just unexpected snow is unexpected. I like the groupings of candles at RK's feet. I think it's really fitting. That's like the South in New York. I mean, the South in the U.S. The South gets similar in some ways. But Wisconsin, there has to be a lot of snow for things to slow down. And I think we got 3 feet, which is not enough to slow things down. I mean, they're obviously taking care of it. Interesting. I would not have thought to do that. That's the transliminal rupture with bodies on top of it. Really? In Vancouver, you don't do snow very well? That's wild. I would have thought you guys would do it just fine. Don't you get enough snow for that? That's interesting too. Okay, Torber, you do that. Crafting. Oh, don't worry, I'm calling it after this so we don't have to listen to 10 million years worth of snow removal. And then the basement. Interesting. Wouldn't have guessed. What is this? Is this the moon well? I wonder what's making that light. Alright, let me pull the contest. And the winner is... Ruins Sent Ulcers. What server and what user are you so that I can send you toys? Let me just turn that off. I'm gonna write you down. Ruins Sent OSRS. I'll see if I can get anything to you on this server if you're still here. Ruins. I'm not sure. Might be on EU. Alright, folks. I'm gonna call it. So if Ruins shows up, I have their name written down. Otherwise, I'll try to send it to them on EU tomorrow. So have a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a happy.